What's up guys, Tea Party Percy here and welcome back to another video about Ascent Infinite Realm, short AIR. And I know I just made a video about the VPN, but as mentioned in that video, I'm gonna talk in this video about a lot of stuff which we know about this game, and then about the English patch and some other stuff. So it's gonna be maybe a little bit long, this video, so brace yourself. Get your a cup of coffee and let's go. So first of all, I don't want to sugarcoat anything. There are a lot of content creators who are hype or building up the hype, and I'm pretty sure a lot of guys are going to be disappointed, especially if you didn't check for more infos about this game, how it was before and so on. So to give you a short info or like briefing, in 2017 there was already a beta. And overall the feedbacks were not that great because the performance of the servers of the game were bad, and the combat system, the tap targeting, wasn't intuitive. If you watched the dev streams from the current state of the game, like the Thai version one, you could see their issues about the performance and FPS drops were fixed. Not completely though. You will still see in the stream they have a few FPS drops, so we have to check if they were using some mediocre PCs or like high-end, and we will all struggle with mediocre PCs, so we have to wait and check. Also, I don't like to check out the discussion chats and Discord for the first few days of the beta, especially because a lot of guys will be misinformed, will have wrong expectations, so brace yourself. This game has a lot of paywall stuff which could go really fast down the paywall valley. So yeah, just a warning for you guys. So what do we know about the game release date and stuff like that before I go into pay to win and other topics? First of all, the game gonna release, or the beta servers will be up on 25th of April, and apparently they will be up around 11 AM local time, which is in Central Europe around 6 AM. Currently there is only one server which you can see if you try to log in into the game. Of course you can't make it to the character creation, but there's one server, and let's hope there will be more than one server later. And I'm pretty sure they don't have high-end servers, so it will be pretty full and will be a lag fest, like the video in the background. Other than that, we also know that everyone will get Cashshop currency worth $60 US, so we can just spend it and buy some stuff to test out stuff. And the best part, or the more concerning part, it's kind of both, is that there won't be any wipes. It's the first time that I ever see a game go from CBT to OBT soon, in a few months maybe, and then to release without any wipes. So the $60 or 60 USD worth items which we will be able to buy, we will keep it. We will also keep all the progression which we made with our character. The only thing which gonna get resetted or wiped is the Cashshop currency, which we will have once the game goes from closed beta to open beta. The reason why I'm concerned is because the game has some closed tests with limited amount of players, and now it's jumping into a large scale test without any balances and so on, and they don't want to wipe it. Oh my gosh, I think I need to make a secret Discord with you know, exploit hunters and gather all the exploits. You know, there won't be any wipes, and I don't expect much from those guys, how it looks like. But let's hope they're gonna surprise us. But anyways, for those guys who didn't know, I'm just playing this game as a gap closer to Lost Ark, the Russian version of Lost Ark. Until now I played the Korean one. Fucking amazing game. And once the Russian servers are online at the end of this year, we'll just go back to that game. And yeah, this game just helped me to, will help me to close the gap. If you are thinking about or don't know which faction you want to join, I can give you an overview here, because I asked a lot of guys in the Discord and some guys from the Thai community, and apparently a lot of guys, local guys, are gonna go for the red faction, which is the Ontori faction. The Vulpin one the UNA community decided to go for that one. I personally prefer to go for the red one because I think that without all the UNA guys, Ontario faction would have a little bit more players. But now that all the UNA guys go for the Woolpin, this faction will be crowded. Especially at the start of the game, if you want to enjoy the game, you should then go for the faction which is overpopulated. And they changed apparently the system. Before you could pick the faction once you reach level 30. Now one of the guys went today to the public test, or the, I don't know if it was a public test, but the closed test, whatever. He said that they could change they had to pick the faction right at the beginning. So that's why I will most likely go for Ontario. The other reason is I have some guys I know who are like living there and I can play with them, and a few guys from my community gonna help me out there too. And if there is a PvP, I would rather fight against guys with similar ping, so which will be UNA guys, than fight against guys with no ping issues. So those are the reasons why I'm gonna go for Ontario and not for the faction which the majority of the UNA guys gonna go for. Okay, now let's talk about RNG and pay to win. Yes, I won't sugarcoat anything like I mentioned before. So right from the start I can tell you it doesn't look good. It has a lot of RNG involved combined with pay to win items, not pay to win, actually Cashshop items. Not sure how hard pay to win it will be. We can only talk about that once we are in game. How hard is it to obtain the item through the normal way, and how hard or how easy or how much you have to pay to get it through the Cashshop way. So, but not knowing that, there are a lot of stuff which they implemented which gonna give you an advantage if you use money. The BDO system, if you're familiar with that, it's also similar to this one. The gear enchanting stuff, there are quite a few opportunities or options to enchant your gear. First one is the upgrade stuff, +1, +2 and so on. I think you can go up to +15. There is up to +5. Even if you fail, it won't drop, but after +5 it can drop back. And there are stones which you can get from Cashshop and from normal NPCs, which prevents failure, or maybe just prevents that it drops by -1 if you fail. Not sure about that. And then you have also every time you fail, the max durability of the item gonna drop, similar to Black Desert. But the difference here is in Black Desert you could use an item which is actually a similar item as a sacrifice item to get the durability back, but here you have to use or buy a gear repair kit from NPC, normal NPC, or from Cashshop. The other two options to enhance your gear is runes or runestones. There are 6 different types of runestone: might, defense, fatality, haste, and health, and some resistant runestones. If you have 3 same runestones of the same tier, you can fuse them together to get a higher tier runestone. And then we have relics which you can use, or actually they are on your equipment, which will enhance certain skills for your class. Last but not least, we have also another RNG here, which is the stat range on equipment, which means if you craft or get an equipment drop, a specific one, it can get, for example, defense between 30 and 50. So if you're lucky, you will get 50. If you're unlucky, you will get 30 defense on it. So you have to try to craft it again and again, or farm it again and again until you get the stats or the highest stat possible. And then of course the RNG with enchanting and so on. Again, it looks like you can use a lot of item shop or Cashshop items to boost your success chance here. And of course, higher level enchanted gear will give you better stats. Okay, some other additional infos which we just got from the stream. This guy posted it here. I think he translated also, so thanks Kaiser. If you're level 30 and above, you die on a normal map, you will lose XP and your armor will lose durability. It makes sense, that's normal in a lot of MMOs, and once you die on a PvP or war map, I guess that is a PvP map or PK map, you won't lose XP. Of course, it's to prevent griefing and, you know, trolling and so on, and that's perfectly fine. Each account has 3 character slots. You can unlock more through the Cashshop. I mean, was to be expected, which is also fine. It's not even pay to win at all. I'm not a guy who will call everything which you can buy from Cashshop pay to win. That's not the case. It depends on if it is like mandatory or not, if you can get the item from the normal way without using Cashshop easier, or like how hard it is to obtain if you need 1 month or like just $5, then of course it is a huge difference. Now let's move on. A party has a total of 5 members. That's great. I thought it was 4 members. I think they increased it, not sure. And there's an item which allows you to attack players from the same faction. I mean, it could be kind of like a duel, which is fine. So if you are with a friend in the same faction and you want to mess around, you can just use the item, I guess. Why not just implement a duel? But yeah, again, fine. And there are some maps that are free PK. In normal maps, players can't kill each other. Makes sense. So PvP map or PvP zones. If you rent a house in a normal zone, you get additional XP and other buffs. The amount of house is limited, so you have to scramble with other players. Housing system, I'm not that much interested in housing, and I don't have a lot of infos, but there are some scary items in the Cashshop which are about the housing system. I'm gonna explain it soon. And then we have, if you rent a house in a normal zone, you can hire NPCs to sell stuff for you. So apparently it looks like it will give you a huge benefit to have a house with a 24/7 shop to sell items. Okay, and the last thing here, if one faction is lower in number, they will receive additional buff. Oh, that's great. A lot of MMOs are missing that. And the system will try to force new players to join the faction. Great. The next thing here in the list is the Cashshop. And I have here a list. I don't know who made it. I don't see any names. Whoever made it, great job. Thanks for the work, mate. If you are here watching that, you can just DM me and then I'm gonna add your name down below in the description. I don't like to take credits for stuff which other guys made, so just DM me. Anyways, I'm gonna also link all the stuff which you need to know, or which I showed you here in this video, down below in the description. Okay, let's go over the Cashshop items really fast. First of all, we have the inventory expansion, 1 and 10 slots. Oh my god, please. At least we should have some, like, I don't know, I hope we don't have like only 10 slots and we have to buy at least 3 of those 10 plus 1 slots. Then we have the 30-day star blessing package, which will give you, I guess, XP boost, and usually the stuff which you get through subscription based or from subscription based games. But yeah, you have the 30-day pack here. Appearance change, I don't care about that. Character slot expansion, I'm not a guy who plays a lot of alts or twinks, but I know there are a lot of guys out there who are gonna do that, so for those guys it's gonna be important. And before I move on, here you can see the Cashshop value, which we could take out from some live streams, but we don't know the conversion from Ruby or the Cashshop currency to actual US dollar, so we have to wait for that. It could be cheap, but it could be also fucking expensive. Let's wait and get surprised. Then we have the megaphone, I don't care. Personal traveling storage manager, yeah, it's good to have, but I mean, whatever. I don't want to talk about items which are like optional and not mandatory. Reconstruction ticket for 7 days and 30 days. Items that helps increase the number of times to change the daily. Oh my god, it depends on what dailies actually are. If dailies reward you with some insane stuff and you can reroll until you get the best stuff out of it, then yeah, it could be kinda pay to win. Okay, moving on, we have the vitality potion. Oh, this one is again depends on how important life skills are or professions. if that is really important and it's gonna provide you a lot of materials and it's capped by vitality potions or vitality points, and you can just use those potions to keep the vitality up all the time, then yeah, you know what I want to tell, right? So let's move on. Experience restoration scroll used to recover lost XP due to death. Okay, don't know, not sure if it's really that important or not. I mean, if you die a lot, of course, especially if you are doing a raid and you have a lot of vibes, this could save you a lot of time. Otherwise, you have to go and farm XP again. Revive scroll used to resurrect character at the point of death immediately. Please, don't tell me you can just zombie raids and dungeons. Please. If that is the case, GG. Then we have the metal engineering description used to increase. Yeah, that is the max durability replenish stuff, or like that you get your max durability back once you fail to enchant your equipment. You can buy it once or like 11 times. Then we have the enhancement extractor. So you can apparently transfer and extract enhancements or upgrades like +10 and so on and move it over to another gear. Don't know how exactly it works, so we have to see. And this could be pretty OP. For example, if you have a +15 one, if it's the max you can get, and you can just transfer it over to your new piece of gear, it will save you a lot of money and farm and so on. Gear repair, yeah, basic gear repair stuff. With different tiers, I guess you need higher repair tools for higher tier gear. We have the Master Horn, can mix runes and upgrades without being at the NPC. Rune identifier, I don't know how important those are. Hopefully you can do that also at an NPC and you don't need to have this item. And then we have 3 pets here, like worth 49k, let's say 50k ruby. Oh my god. Best case it's like around about 10 euros, worst case, or 10 US dollars, worst case it's like 30, 40, 50. And then we have pet name change and so on. This one is really important here. Pet premium estate 100% off tax. Reduce the tax of rented house by 100% for one time. This could be a lot. And again, we have to check in game how much it is actually worth it, or how much time it will save you. Same goes for those two here. It is an insta upgrade for your home and your workshop, and it will give you 30% of the money spent back. Oh my god. So to sum it up, there are a lot of items which sound really bad, and a lot of them will be bad, and some of them we have to confirm it once we are in the game. So let's wait and see. Now, after all those bad news, guys, some good news at the end, so that you guys are not too much depressed about the current situation. As you know, there was at the beginning English language option in the game, but they removed it. But luckily we have guy, or let's say a guy who is working on a English patch. He was already successful with applying it into the settings, as you can see. And no, it's not this guy, but he's posted that earlier. Again, I talked with him and he mentioned that this patch will be most likely ready before the game launches or the servers are up. No, not 100% sure though, but it looks already great, and I know that guy, he already made some other good English patches or worked on it. And as soon as I have more info and how to install it and so on, I'm gonna make a video about that on this channel. And then at the end, for all those guys who want to check out your class and the skills, I'm gonna link this website down below too. I got the link from some guys from the Discord community, the AR Discord community. So just go to this website, use Google Translate. Chrome is just amazing for that here. And then we have the Gunslinger, then the Mystic, of course it's going to translate in German, you know. And then we have the Assassin, the Elementalist, and you have to go down here for the Warlord. And if you click here, you will get to the website explaining the basic stuff about the class, but if you go down, there will be the skills with the video. So that's great to know or learn stuff about the class before you actually go into the game and get overwhelmed by, you know, all the skills and so on. Okay, that's it guys, again for this video, and I hope it was not too long and I was able to explain you guys what I wanted to explain. If you have any questions left, as always, feel free to ask in the comments, join the Discord, ask there, and I will try to answer those questions as fast as possible. Other than that, if you want to play with us on the Red Faction, you can join our Tea Party community Discord, especially if you also want to play Lost Ark Russian beta later. Join us, we're gonna give you guys infos about both games, and we will also be able to play together. And yeah, other than that, have a nice day guys, see you on the next video. Your Tea Party Percy, bye bye.